Ladies and gentlemen, you got people cutting trees down, shooting guns. You know, we're doing it. I'm on the subscriber reacts page, and I see Jason Isbell from a Lifetime member just posted a song called Streetlights. This is from Heath Jude. Heath, thank you for being a Lifetime member. I really appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that subscribes on the site making all this possible. He goes, I'd love to hear your take on Jason's chicken picking, really on an acoustic. It seems impossible for me to play the bass line with the pick at the same time play the melody. It's just a great song lyrically, too. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's do it. This is Jason Isbell, Streetlights, The Living Room, New York.
Where's that angel with dirty knees who wasn't hard to please when we first met?
I mean, he just crushes you right out of the gate. Where's that angel with those dirty knees that just, God, this guy, I hate to go back and pick out the guitar part, but you asked me for it specifically. Let's get what we can. We're in G. So we're in G, and you hear this alternating between the fifth and the root. Right? So I'm just guessing that it's straight down diatonically. Starting on the fifth on D. So D, C, B to A. And it sounds like what it is. You know, it's the simple stuff that is just the best. It's going to be stuck in my head all day. You guys know how obsessed I am with hooks and what makes a hook a hook. Just, you know, you got the... All right, so here's the melody. D, C, B, A, 5, 4, 3, 2, in your key center of G. Then it goes to A, so this is your 2 chord, and it goes A, B, A. It might go like hammer on from G, but the point is that you're getting this A sus2 sound. No thirds in here. Then, walk up to C. You might just go right to it, but the chord definitely goes to the 4 chord. And then you got it again. So again, A, G, B, A. Letting it ring out. What does this give you? This gives you the 6th and the major 7 of C. But really what's just happening here is we're choosing a key-centered melody approach to get back to your tonic, which is G, and then 5, 6, 1, and your root goes back here. Let's listen to him do it a couple times. Let's hear where the beat comes in. So that's the trick. It's the... It's not... The melody doesn't start at the same beat that the bass note does, right? It's and that's probably what's giving you trouble. You're probably starting to do right? Like the same time. It's off. It's staggered. Listen to it. So your beat is that constant drone. So all I'm doing is I'm picking the root, and then I'm choosing to use my second finger on the third string, and my third finger, my ring finger, on the second string. I like to keep things kind of organized in that way. But, so what I'm doing real slowly, oh, this is hard. It's hard to do it slow. You know what? This is tricky. This is really, really tricky. But that's basically the approach, is just to realize that the melody doesn't start right where the push is. It's on like the like, or the E, like 1 E and 1 E and right? Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and right? It would take me a while to get used to that. I'm not a good cross, whatever whatever you call that. I want to hear what you have to say.
Where's that angel with dirty knees who wasn't hard to please when we first met?
Wasn't hard to please when we first met.
She don't act like she needs me now. She don't even seem to be upset. Maybe I cover too much ground. I've been from town to town since I grew up. Could my dreams take up too much space? I'll never find a place that's big enough. And the chairs go up on the bar now, and the table lights go black. So I order one last double and start calling people back. Mark sounds good, he's...
All right. So the song's about a life on the road, right? An unshareable life. She wasn't hard to please. The angel with dirty knees wasn't hard to please when we first met, right? But then, as it turns out, a life on the road, we all know, is an unshareable life. And you find yourself in those moments when the chairs go up, you get yourself a double and you start calling people back. Because that's your life. You're by yourself, right? I love how he paints a picture. You guys know that. Anyway, it goes down to its relative minor. It goes E, right? Back to G, and then over to D, but lets that E string ring out to give that D sus2. So you never really have that F sharp in there, that leading tone that demands to be pulled back to G. It just lets it float out there, which is a perfect complement to the to the suspension that you're hearing in the verse with the A and the C, letting that open B ring out.
Been working hard, he couldn't punch a card to save his life. Said he's glad that he quit the road. He said he's getting old, he missed his wife. Little Em's been asleep since 9. I'm sure she's doing fine, she always is. Dad won't answer his phone at night, but I guess that's alright, the place is his. And the chairs are up on the bar now, and they're asking me to leave. So I gave the girl a bill, start rolling down my sleeves. In my pocket, directions back across the railroad tracks to where I crashed. Maybe I should wave down a car, I won't be going far, and I got cash. Think I blocked just a park away, but I can't really say it's been all night. How I wish you would call me here, but you just disappeared, it wasn't right. And the streetlights help a little, but they're barely half alive. And I don't feel much like walking, and I sure as hell can't drive. Close your eyes and remember this, it won't be back again, it's almost gone. Even times that don't seem like much will be your only crutch when you're alone. Time moves slow when you're 17, and then it picks up steam at 21. Pretty soon you'll remember when you could remember when you loved someone.
Jesus. Oh my God, what's that John Mayer quote about Jason Isbell? It's something like, he lives in a place as a songwriter that the rest of us only get to visit from time to time. Listen to that last, I don't even know where to start it. It's all gorgeous, but.
When you're alone. Time moves slow when you're 17, and then it picks up steam at 21.
Time moves slow when you're 17, but it picks up steam when you're 21. So true. Love the teen and steam in there. There's so many layers to how great this is.
Pretty soon you'll remember when you could remember when you loved someone.
Pretty soon you'll remember when you love someone. Dude, again, and look at the look he's giving.
7 or alone. Time moves slow when you're 17, and then it picks up steam at 21. Pretty soon you'll remember when you could remember when you loved someone. Thank you.
I mean, Jesus, he's a great songwriter and guitar player and singer. Jesus. God, I couldn't agree with more of everything he says in there. I get it. It's again, it's an unshareable life. A life on the road, a life in music, a life in bands, playing in bars, moving around. I think of all my friends that do it, And why I stopped doing it once I started having kids, because, my dad was never really around, and I wanted to be there for my kids and go to baseball games and things like that as a dad, because I knew that it literally is an unshareable life. Like you would do the music for free, but you get paid, you make a living by driving around town to town, moving heavy things, waiting around, calling people back, sitting on a bar stool, dealing with everything else you deal with. Like that's the thing that you get paid for in the end, and that's what keeps you away from everybody else. And he just captured that sentiment and that feeling perfectly. And as far as the guitar playing and the melody, you just gotta practice it and feel it out, that It's beautiful, and I can't stress enough. It works because it's simple. It works because it stays key centered. You don't let the changes in the bass and the harmony pull you away from G being that resolution, letting it ring out. You just get it, like you get the story. That's it. I love Jason Isbell. Who suggested this again? Heath Jude. Heath, thank you so much for being a subscriber on the website. I greatly appreciate you. If anybody else wants to support the channel, digs the vibe of what's happening in this community, you want access to this page, you want to take my lessons and courses, you kind of like the way that I talk about intervals and chords and melody and hooks, I got it all played out on the site. I got step-by-step courses that take it nice and slow from the very beginning to super advanced stuff that I developed over a course of a lifetime of being a student, of being a teacher, and being someone that gigs. It's like a practical approach to learning guitar. And the community is just a positive place where people are trying to get a little better each day and help motivate and inspire and encourage each other. So I hope you'll join. It's the first link in the description if you're interested. And Jason Isbell is the man. I cannot wait to see him. Maybe he's playing when I go to NAMM in Nashville this summer. I don't know. I gotta search and see where he is. That's it. Have a great day. Cheers.